Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Auto Guy DIY coming at you with an engine coolant temperature sensor today. So I went to my buddy's house last night. When I got there, man, the truck was running funny on the way over there. When I pull up to a red light or a stop sign, it was like the idle would drop down real low and then it would regain, and that was that. So it did that at every red light that I stopped at. I got over there, I hung out probably 20 minutes, got in the truck, started it up, the temperature gauge wasn't working, check engine light was on, electronic throttle control light was on, which is the little lightning bolt symbol. So I drove it to the house because I know the truck don't overheat. So I drove it to the house, checked the code. It was a P0118 was what the code was, and that is the engine coolant temperature sensor. So I got out here today. It's a rainy day, but I caught a break in the rain, so we're gonna get into changing. This is what I found. So I know for sure that you're not supposed to be able to turn your plug like that, right? I know it's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can't get this camera in there. But if you see this plug, where we at? I can actually turn the connector part on there. So I know that's not right. So I'm gonna get into showing you what it takes to get it off. We're gonna change this thing out. So for me, all it took was a flat blade screwdriver, and it's a 3/4 socket. I would say use a 6-point socket to fit over it better versus a 12-point, and less likely to round it or strip it out, we call it. So the only thing you need a screwdriver for is to pop this clip on your 2 AC lines here. So you can pop this one and get it out of the way. Then you pull your little clip right here. It's just one of them little quick clips. You have one here, you pull it out, and then your little plastic clip here, you pull the red up on the back of it, like so, and then that'll unlock it. You push the tab down and then pull it off. So I've already broke this one loose. So let's get it out of here real quick. This is why you take your hoses loose, so you can move this one to the side. Make sure to get a D socket. You're gonna see a little bit of water, and that's something to note, is that do it with the engine cold, and make sure that there's no pressure on your upper radiator hose. You can actually take your radiator cap off. If you cannot take your radiator cap off, do not take this sensor out. That's dangerous. So I hadn't drove the truck all night. I mean, it's a quick job. Like I said, we're probably gonna see a little bit of water. There it goes. That wasn't too bad. And then boom, there it is. As simple as that to get it out. It don't look like it's in too bad a shape, but I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be able to turn it like that. So that's why I threw that code last night. So I'm gonna get into buying one and replacing it. And that's all there is to taking one out. So let me go get one and we'll throw it back in there, and that'll be that. I went down, I bought another one. So I forgot to mention in the first part when we was taking it out, I did remove my negative battery cable. You do want to kill the power while you're doing this. And it'll also clear your check engine light when you hook it back up, and to give you a better chance of seeing if it's gonna come back on. So the first thing you wanna do, I took my old one with me. I wanted to make sure it was the same size, the same plug, same thread pitch, you know. So it is. And then I'll give you the part number here. I just went down to the part house. It's TX195. It's a standard solenoid. And then always, man, it's going into a water jacket on your vehicle. Always. I know they put a little bit of thread sealer on there. Use Teflon tape. Man, the thread tape, that Teflon works miracles, miracles, miracles. So just wrap you around there, man, about 3 good wraps. Then we're gonna jump into putting this thing in. But I did seem to leave my 3/4 socket in the garage. So we'll get it started like so. Let me go grab my socket real quick. We'll get that snugged in. Got it snugged back up. Looks good. We're gonna plug everything back in. Clamp our little clip back down right here. Look, we just clip it in like this. Pop that in. Clip this in. Just snaps in like so. Take your plug. Plug it in. Make sure it goes all the way down and your lock piece pushes in to where it's flush with your connector part here where your two wires go in, and then that's good. Push your little pins in right here that just hold your bracket. Like so. Come over here, 10 millimeter, hook your battery back up. Make sure it's down all the way. These Hemis are real particular on their electrical connections, so make sure it's a good connection and make sure it's snug. Check, make sure you can't move it, and that's that. So I'm gonna grab these keys, fire this thing up, and see what we got. We also have to check for leaks. So we got it going, got it up to running temperature, no leaks. It didn't fix the fan. I still have an issue with that, but it's as simple as that to get into your engine coolant temperature sensor to change it out. So if you have to, 3/4 socket, 6-point, and a flat blade screwdriver, and that's all it'll take. Oh, and a 10 millimeter to take your negative battery terminal off. So with all that, this is Auto Guy DIY. Keep living that dream, doing your thing. Like and subscribe. Always get at me with a comment, and I'm gonna figure this out.